scotch, bourbon and rye. If they like a bottle, they'll tell you why. Welcome to another episode of Trenny and C. I'm Trenny, this is C. We've got some Johnny Slee. We got John Sleeman and Sons, Springville Distillers. This one's cool. It's a sherry finished single malt, 45.5% alcohol, aged in a Pedro Jimenez cask and Oloroso sherry cask, and of course the American white barrel.
So this is Canadian whiskey.
Yes.
And we are Canadians.
Yes.
Fantastic. And also we are featuring this bottle in our Dram Club this month, which means that we've sent samples of this to our Dram Club, and they're able to taste along with us. If you want to enter Dram Club in the future, go to patreon.com/TrennyandC, and then you will get tipped off of what our future Dram Club lineups are.
Totally. So we have some good ones coming up too. So
We got some great ones.
sign up. But for now, we are doing the
Sleeman
lineup, which is very fun. This is interesting because, as we just said, it's a sherry cask. But look how light that color is. But it's got that 45.5% going for it, which is very cool.
So
also, it's got great price point on these whiskeys.
Great price point.
So
the other thing that I was going to say about Sleeman is that they're releasing a rye or Rise.
Yep.
They're releasing single malts.
Yep.
And they're even releasing traditional straight whiskey that's more of a Kentucky style.
Bourbon-ish style,
So, so they're doing a lot of different things. So whatever your preference is, they can kind of meet your whiskey drinking style.
And on top of that, it being Canadian right now, as you know, maybe this video comes out and things have changed, but we are living in a time where it's not as easy to get American alcohol in this country. So we have some great examples of people doing it right.
That's right. Drink local.
So this, again, a single malt. So in that Scotch kind of style, but aged in a sherry barrel. That's very cool.
So it has that, like, of course, like a figgy kind of, like a candied fig type of nose on it.
And then also on top of that, the biscuity kind of like baking dough kind of things, like almost like pretzel salt kind of thing going on.
Okay. I get a lot of the kind of citrus zest off of it, though.
Yeah, totally. It's got its own unique thing, which is really cool that we're finding with the Sleeman lineup, is they already have a bit of a style to them, which is very cool. Cool nose. Even a little bit. I remember on the palate it being a little bit soapy too. So
yeah, and at 45.5%, that's kind of like a sweet spot for crushability, but also
sipability.
You can be a drunk loser or a sophisticated person drinking this.
Yeah.
Either way. Okay, let's give it a taste.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it starts, well, it has that buildup of kind of a soapy, floral kind of thing, and I think that's their single malt characteristic.
Yeah.
And then the sherry stuff on top of it.
Yeah, it's like, it's soapy, floral, a little bit salty.
Yeah.
But it has the nice, like, the grainy notes kind of all happening in there at the same time.
And some of that like lemon or like that citrus kind of leaf thing going on too. I mean, it's really cool that we have some. We've known for a long time that we've had interesting things going on in Canada, and hopefully this is the time that you can come to our channel and really surf around, because we have reviewed so much Canadian whiskey over the years, and you can watch us grow up with it too, because we've learned so much about Canadian whiskey. And this is just another great example of kind of the big boys at John Sleeman and Sons putting out something interesting and it being approachable for lots of audiences, you know?
Totally.
Like you were saying, like there's the rye and then there's the single malt.
There's something for everyone.
Yeah, there's something for everybody. So that's cool.
And like the back palate on this one definitely lingers, and that's where there's like a nice oaky tart with a. It's somehow effervescent on the back palate.
Yeah.
Like for me, I can
It
feel it
sizzles.
still, sizzling and marinating in the back of my throat here, which is I do always say I love to feel my whiskey,
Oh yeah.
not just taste it,
Not
but
just
feel
taste it, not just experience it, but feel it.
Right.
And if you have enough of this, you're really gonna feel it.
Exactly. But no, really good stuff. Definitely at this price point, worth investigating. I would say.
Yeah, definitely try it out. I mean, if you're going to bars and stuff like that, and they have it there, why don't you try a little flight of these guys? You know,
Oh, a flight is the way to
like,
do it.
it's kind of the way to
That's
do it.
essentially what Dram Club is.
Yeah, exactly.
Dram Club is a flight of any distillery that we're working with at
But
that
and
time.
then on top of that, at the end of the month, we get to sit down with Cooper Sleeman and go over some details.
BS
and
about it a little
If
bit.
you have these exact samples from these exact bottles, you're tasting the same thing as us, and you can ask those questions.
And that's a fun thing too, though, is that it's John Sleeman and Sons, but this they're actually working there.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
John Sleeman
He puts in
actually,
hours.
John Sleeman works there all the time, and Cooper Sleeman we've actually met in the flesh,
Yeah, we've broed out.
and then
Yep.
and then the actual Cooper of the company
brother.
is also a Sleeman.
Yeah.
Like they're actually working at the distillery. Do it.
It's funny. I think Cooper, when we met him, he's like, I think people don't realize my dad's not dead, but he actually works at the distillery and at the breweries, and so
Yeah, John Sleeman is not like Basil Hayden.
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. Still exists in this world.
He's a real person that
So
exists.
get into it while you're on Earth at the same time.
Well, he's still alive.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Anyway,
hey,
cool.
click like, subscribe, leave a comment, and
Cheers.
we'll see you next time.
Crushability.